I've just explained to the people of Singapore why I'm standing for election. And this is to protect the three treasures of Singapore, which define us as an exceptional country. The first treasure is our financial treasure, the reserves which past generations of Singaporeans and present generations of Singaporeans have saved for our future. I've spent 30 years at the GIC, helping to build up our reserves. And so, I will be able to protect this financial treasure. Our second treasure is good public administration. I worked 45 years in the public service, at the Ministry of Finance, at the MAS, and at the GIC. I have what it takes to protect the integrity of key public service appointments. And finally, perhaps our greatest treasure is our social treasure, the treasure of social stability, which we have enjoyed since we became independent 58 years ago. I do not belong to any political party, and therefore, I will be able to unite all Singaporeans, regardless of race, religion, or political affiliation. So for all these three reasons, to protect our three national treasures, our financial reserves, our good public administration, and our social treasure, I have come forward to serve the people of Singapore. These are the three national treasures that define our country as exceptional. And I'm standing for president to protect these three treasures. How am I feeling right now? I was a bit nervous at first, but the nervousness has gone, because I feel I'm on a mission to really serve the people of Singapore. So I feel excited that the people of Singapore is giving me this opportunity to serve my country one more time. The symbol that I have chosen for my election campaign is the 5 fingers on the palm of our hand. What do those 5 fingers symbolize? They symbolize the various races in Singapore. And the palm signifies that although we might be people who come from different races, different religions, we are one palm. We are one country. So as president, I want to be able to unite all the people of Singapore, regardless of race, religion, or political affiliation, so that we can stand united to face an uncertain future. What are my chances, considering that there are 3 people running for the presidency? The important thing for me was that there is an election. When I came forward, I did so to ensure that the people of Singapore will be able to exercise their right to choose the president. This has already happened today. We are not having a walkover. We are having an election. So, what are my chances? I do not know. It is up to the people of Singapore. As far as I'm concerned, I have come forward to serve you, and I ask you to give me the chance to serve you. I want to be your trusted friend at the Istana. Starting from this afternoon, I'm going all out so that more Singaporeans can know me, can meet me. Because I have a disadvantage that I have never been in the political limelight. So over the last 4 weeks, I have tried my very best to reach out to all Singaporeans, and especially to our younger generation. So I have put a lot of my energy and resources using social media to reach out to the younger Singaporeans. This afternoon, I'm going home. I'm going home to my village, Kangka, in Hougang. That was where my life began. And so it's only right that my first place after the nomination today is to go home to my village in Kangka, Hougang. Mr. Tan said that I'm not a very strong candidate compared to Mr. Tharman. Let the people of Singapore cast their vote. I think the three of us have got to present our credentials. We have to explain to the people of Singapore why we deserve their vote. My main point is that I do not belong and I have not belonged to any political party. I think Mr. Tharman has been a leader of the People's Action Party for 22 years. Mr. Tan Kin Lian was a member of the People's Action Party. And the people who are supporting him today, his assenters, they are members of various political parties in Singapore. I am the only candidate who does not have any affiliation to any political party. The president has got certain powers, and those powers are to safeguard our reserves, to safeguard the integrity of the public service. The cost of living is a painful issue for low-income Singaporeans. But we need to understand that this is not only a Singapore problem. It is a problem which people from all over the world face. But thankfully in Singapore, we are able to keep down the cost of living, inflation, compared to other countries, because we have a strong currency. We have a strong Singapore dollar, which helps to keep down the cost of living. So what the president should do is to make sure that we protect our reserves, because our reserves is what gives confidence to our currency and helps us to keep down the cost of living. In regard to recent problems, in regard to public appointments, political appointments, well, I think that when these problems come to light, we have to address them as transparently as possible. So I think the president's role is even more important now, when there are doubts about the integrity of the public service of political office holders. The president has the right to check on such key appointments, especially in the public service. How should candidates express themselves on social media? Speak the truth. Speak the truth. Be genuine. So let the people judge you. Social media is a very important means of communication, especially to reach out to our younger generation. So I've spent a lot of time appearing on social media I spend a lot of time making TikTok videos so that I can communicate myself better to the younger generation. I think the younger generation demands authenticity. They demand the truth. So, speaking to social media is no different from speaking to other media. Tell the truth. Tell the truth and let the people judge you. For young voters voting for the first time, you are voting about your future. And our future is very uncertain because we cannot take good government for granted. So we are now entering a new era of a very uncertain economic future because of geopolitical uncertainty. We are also entering an era where we cannot take good government for granted. And that is precisely why the elected president was established. To avoid a situation where bad government goes unchecked. Bad government raid our reserves. Bad government puts corrupt people in public appointments. So it's very important, more than ever, for the younger generation of Singaporeans who are concerned about their future to elect a president that they can trust to protect their future. Thank you very much.